right, guys. Look, Jets did bad yesterday. Well, not yesterday, on Sunday, right? And wow, we're gonna talk Jets right now. Just had a video placed about the Giants not that long ago. Check that out if you can. And to just tell you what I saw watching the Jets game against the Bills on Sunday. Wasn't good, guys. Wasn't good at all. And Robert Saleh, I don't know if he made this decision himself or it was Joe Douglas or somebody higher up in that anarchy, right? But they ended up benching Zach Wilson. They benched Zach Wilson. I'm thinking that this is already enough is enough. They just see that they can't justify the second overall pick, right? And it's understandable because, like, the man threw the kid in, or whatever, man, kid, whatever. I know he looks like a kid. He threw for 81 yards. That's not good at all. And what was it? Until like the fourth quarter or something like that, he could not get himself going. No, seriously, he really could not get himself going. He was having a hard time on just being able to, just manage the game. And he couldn't even do that properly. Look, the running game is not really that great. The defense, it looks like they're just tiring themselves out, just trying to hold themselves to make sure that Zach can at least get, the kicker into field goal range, Greg Zuerlein. And that's just even asking for a lot. I mean, it's always the defense that is trying to bail out the quarterback in this situation. And the quarterback being Zach Wilson he's just not an NFL quarterback in my opinion. He is not. I mean, for what he has been able to do in his assignments in New York, I think this may have been his last game as a New York Jet. If they handle this correctly, this will be his last game as a New York Jet, because you can't just keep going about having this guy out there. I mean, he's not a good quarterback. He's really not. I mean, why is it that Minnesota was able to get Josh Dobbs, and then all of a sudden, up until Sunday night, they won multiple games in a row? But yet Zach Wilson, who's been there, who has understood his playbook for quite some time, he still doesn't understand it. He still doesn't know how to process the game properly. And I personally feel that Zach Wilson's just not gonna play again for the Jets. I mean, he got benched. There's no way of coming back from that anymore. He got benched last year for Mike White, and he came back from that. He had a second opportunity because you had Aaron Rodgers, rupture his Achilles. So what's next for the Jets? I mean, I have no idea. Tim Boyle is actually starting on Black Friday against the Miami Dolphins in MetLife Stadium. Now, I really don't know if that might be the best option. But you know what? It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt at all because you already had it worse with Zach Wilson. Now, Zach Wilson, right? Zach Wilson. 81 yards, 7 for 15, right? One touchdown, and it's very surprising he ended up getting that touchdown. One interception. His one touchdown, Breece Hall, all right? And the man, Tommy DeVito from the New York Giants, has more touchdowns, I think, than Zach Wilson this year alone. Or I could be wrong. But it is pretty bad that the Jets just can't get this done. They can't fix this situation with Zach Wilson. And the only way that they could get out of it was benching him, and then next cutting him because of the fact that you don't want him on your team because he's just not fit for New York. And look, Bills are a team that the Jets have always had good results against, and Josh Allen just looked like a superstar. I mean, I understand they ended up firing the offensive coordinator the week before from Buffalo, but man, they should have just made this game a lot closer than what it should have been, and things could have been fine. But Zach Wilson, as the number 2 quarterback, who surprisingly he's not even compared, in the same debate as Trevor Lawrence, just because Trevor Lawrence is all the way up here, ascending, and then you got Zach Wilson always digressing as time goes by. Yeah, guys, it's just really bad. I don't predict the Jets at this point making the playoffs, and I don't see why Aaron Rodgers should actually try to come back and play for this team this season, because of the fact that there's nothing to play for. This team's not gonna get anywhere. I understand he probably wants to get his reps and stuff like that, but you could get your reps elsewhere, right? But to play a game, nah. The season's a wrap. I mean, the Jets are not gonna be able to, get through this. I understand that Joe Burrow hurt his wrist. You got a couple of quarterbacks that are on the IR. Look, this was the only move that the Jets needed to make, and when you got Buffalo, putting a whomping on you, 32-6, just not good. Like I said, 275 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception for Josh Allen. James Cook, 73 yards. Latavius Murray had 35 yards rushing. So, just combination of that was not good, and the offense just can't keep up. The defense is always trying to carry the team, and this time, I mean, they couldn't make it manageable. And once they saw that Buffalo ended up scoring the first touchdown of the game, I feel like things started to dwindle down. But yeah, guys, I mean, look, what do you want with Zach Wilson? Do you want to keep him? Do you want to trade him? Do you want to, what do you want to do? Cut him? It's one of those things where I think that the New York Jets need to move on past him. But I want to hear what you guys have to say in the comment section below. Jets lost 6-32. Faced the Miami Dolphins on Friday, and I just feel like that's not going to be a good game either. I feel like that's going to be a really bad showcase fight. Not showcase fight, but like a showcase matchup. All right, it's not really a fight when you got Miami, who's at one point scored 70 points against the Denver Broncos, and they can put a good number on anybody. But that's neither here nor there. Until then, guys, I am Flavoriano. And thank you for tuning in to my reaction of the Jets in Week 11. Peace.